Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's wherever you are live stream. So this will be the last one of this year, and then next one next week, and then I'll be taking a break after that one. But welcome in. Let me open up the chat for everyone. Hopefully, I can remember how to do this. Okay, 9, 11, 10. Okay. Oh, there we go. Welcome, welcome. Oh my god. That's crazy. Wait, hold on. I have 20 tabs open. One moment. I think there's a little bit of a delay. There's a delay. Finger hearts. Hi, Mash. Hi, Chunks. I'm feeling like there's a. Well, I'm not feeling. There is a delay, and it's throwing me off. Let me look on my phone. See how my phone is doing. Hopefully, fingers crossed, not many people show up, so we can end early. Oop. We can end early and watch you guys. Hello. I hope you're doing well. I don't know whether to call you Aaron or Nubbing because I've gotten used to Nub. Hello. Okay, this the delay is only on the YouTube studio thing. Everyone ask all the questions. You're still half asleep, so we don't need to talk about everyone asking all the questions. That is the weirdest thing. Okay, fight whoever goes first. You're half asleep. No. Moo. Moo. Ooh, Nubmeister. Well, we have a new name. It's official. We have a new name. It's probably like, oh my god, no. Well, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all having a good after Christmas. Normally the midnight streams don't really start until like 10 minutes in, and then there's always a rush. So I usually just talk in the beginning. Wait for things to settle in. I'm good. I am too. Hello, Sarah. Hope you're doing well. No, you're Yusra, right? Trying to remember everybody's old names, but I can't. Mashies. Does Mashies want on list or no? Does Nubmeister want on list or no? Wait, where am I? Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. I'm making a short list and we'll be posted. I'm just waiting for it to settle down. I don't know why they did that either. We have expressed our dislike of the change, but nothing much we can do about that. I used to like it. It was easier to deal with. Ah. Ooh, okay, we'll replace her with okay. So we have our short list. She coughed. But I don't know why YouTube changed that. I think they thought it was fun, but it sort of seems like they went through like a big to-do just to end up where they started. Because I ended up with the same username like I've had for years, especially on my personal account. I've ended up with the same username I had for years, but now there's like an @ in front of it. So there is no point. It just ended up in a circle. But chunkers, when you're ready. Ooh. I kept saying a name asking the same question as me, then I realized it was me. Oh my god. Yeah. That's unfortunate. I can understand that though. Like, never a fun one getting used to. I mean, a couple people do have like the same name either way, but then I've seen a couple people, I'm like, who are you? And then especially like they'll come in and they'll be like, hey Jess, and I'm like, huh? Like, you've had to have been here before if you're calling me Jess, but like, who are you? Okay, we have New Year. We have the Hanged Man. 4 of Wands. That's nice. That's a celebration in itself. Queen of Coins. Ooh, the Emperor. Temperance. I feel like we need a good sword to come through. 2 of Wands. Who's this? Ace of Cups. I swear I know these cards, but then I forget what they mean. Anything. Okay, 2 came out together, and that is the 9 of Wands and the Fool. Okay, so lots of different places these cards are coming from. Major Arcana, of course, are more cemented in. They're the cards that, things will happen. The other cards sort of have that, give or take quality to them. But you have the Hanged Man starting off. That's a change in sort of circumstances. Since it is followed by two very successful cards within the Four of Wands and the Emperor, they seem to be good news, good surroundings, you moving into a stronger position, a better position. Sorry. Oh. But I think I passed that on to my mom right now. But um the Emperor, normally it takes a while to get to that status. It's somebody who works very hard, might have a lot to do. So it might be like a little bit of like a chaosy moment, but that just means like there's more benefits, in the end. The Four of Wands is a community normally. I mean, it can be a wedding, but it's normally a community that's coming together for a celebration. So extended people around you. There seems to be a celebration of your success. It could be their success as well, especially because Queen of Cups or Queen of Coins has money. She's well off. She's stable. She's happy. She's got a lot of things going for her. Now, side energies. I say there's two big changes that are coming your way. It's sort of you have to choose which one you want to put more energy into and which one you know you have to put energy into but not as much as the other. The two of wands can signify being like pulled in two different ways or two different ways. I don't think it's bad because the ace of cups is next to it. It can just be something where there's I don't know, like spreading yourself ultra thin, but for a good outcome. You do have good fresh energy over here on the side with the nine of wands as well as the fool. Seems like getting rid of some frustrations, a lot of things changing. That's the card that most people refer to as the wounded warrior, like choosing to stand up again even though there's been a lot of chaos, a lot of drama, a lot of issues, but it's a fresh start. It's a newness that's in the fool itself. So it looks good. Like there's gonna be a lot of things that get left behind on the good side. Feels like a fresh energy. Some things that are changing, just the way that you look at things, the way that you're evaluating things, the way that you um, weigh things out. It's a good energy overall because you are in the Emperor. That's the best place to be in because very level headed. And there's an abundance in all areas with the Ace of Cups. So I say it looks good. Don't stress too much. Allow things to go whatever way they need to go. I'm not quite sure why the Hanged Man is Sleeping Beauty in this. And I've read the book, so I know why. But it's sort of strange to me. I know it could be like depends on what way you look at it, but I felt like that would have been like Snow White. The camera's flipping on me. Also, say hello. Say I said hello. Hope she's doing well. I know, a ceiling fan, right? Hold on, let me load out of this. I don't know why that's... Oh my god, I just realized I have a game I haven't played in forever. And I don't even remember the name of it. Gosh. Okay, so I send you good vibes. I thought there was a face reveal. Never. I send good vibes, well wishes, all the positives. did I put my oh, I got it. We got Mash's question. Finger hearts. Okay, we got a good question for Masharuni. You're looking like all the signs, finger hearts, fingers, whatever this one is, because I'm not quite sure what that means. Like, that's not very cute, is that? Like, I don't think that one's adorable. I feel like that one's pretty average, like sort of pixelated. We got all the hearts, finger hearts. Or it's like, what was that thing? That was it Tom Cruise or somebody was in Korea and he's like finger hearts. Oh my god, look at all those cute emotes. Okay, we have Ten of Swords, which is fine. It's starting off. We have the Emperor coming out again. We have for some reason I like to shuffle way too often. Ooh, Nine of Cups. Four of Cups. Queen of Wands. That's actually like your energy in that Ash. It has your fire sign energy up in there. Ace of Coins. Ooh, Magician. Who else wants to come out? Anybody fun? Is this a death? You know what? For some reason, when I see that one, all I can see is somebody sneezing into their elbow. And I think it's supposed to be a death. But I'm like, I'm so stuck on sneezing into an elbow. Oh, we also have King of Wands. So that's also your energy there. But we do have Ten of Swords, which would be in the sort of like past position. Bless you. That's how I view it. I can't unsee it that way. I'm not sure why. Like, it's so it's so like embedded in my head. I mean, it's adorable. Don't get me wrong, like it's super cute, but in my head, that is 100% sneezing into your elbow. But we have the Ten of Swords, which is in the past position, because if we go like normal, past, present, future, we see that it is in the past position. And this would be overlapping, I feel, because we're moving into a new year. We're moving into a new year. So the 10 is sort of being left to the past as you embrace something new. It's coming through for you. You do have great new energy coming through in the form of the Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles. That's one of the best, like, fresh start or beginnings, because it is like a seedling that's just taking off, and you sort of get to see like where it goes, how far it'll take you, but it's definitely something that stays with you for quite a while. Normally, because it's a coin, it's a pentacle, it would be monetary success. It's good money coming through. Next to the Magician, I feel like these two cards are indicating big changes for you in what you want to pursue. You know, what you're hoping will be successful for you. And it doesn't just mean like what will bring you the most money. It's like something that you might just have your heart in, and you get to a point where you feel really proud of yourself, like you feel accomplished with it. But also can be money. You also have the emperor, like Chuckaroonie, that stronger side, somebody who's very confident. But with the emperor, it doesn't have to be somebody who is a show. Like they don't have to go out there and make themselves known. They don't have to be the one that everybody looks at, the center of attention. They the emperor has worked very hard to get to that position so that they can be happy. So you have a very good energy being in the emperor, because the emperor knows you can't just, you know, work hard to a point and then give up and think like you're going to maintain that status forever. You know that there's continued work, and you know that there's more. Like you constantly have higher goals, or you want more in your future. So it's a good energy. I feel like that's the entire year that's coming toward you. Like you're really thinking about things clearly. You're putting a lot of thought into all aspects of your life, what you want to do, because you don't want things to be frustrating. And with the 10 of swords, normally it is the card that like is the card you can't come back from, or it's a card that like like stabbed in the back, betrayed by people. But it's starting up, so we are moving away from it, and we're seeing the good part of it was like stuff happens, but there's always a new day. Big energy though. Two things: you can't ignore one thing that's coming toward you. And I feel like this because there's two fours coming out, and I'm feeling like it's around um fire season. That would be Aries overlapping from March to April. So April seems to be a big month for you. Something comes through as an offering. When the Four of Cups presents itself, it's an offering that is meant for you. It's something that you can't avoid, you can't ignore it. It's something that is like intended to either like take you to another level, boost you into a better place, promote you, anything that does good for you, especially when it's surrounded by good cards. That's what we're seeing here with um the the Four of Cups, right? So Four of Cups always, whenever the Four of Cups comes out, it's one of two things for me. It's either you are ignoring what's right in front of you, or you have a huge um opportunity, a huge chance to do something. So you fixate on that. But April is a great month, and we have plans right in April. So these center cards, the four would be the fourth month, right? We have the Emperor, which is actually a five. Wait, no, it's a four. It the Empress is a three. The Hierophant is a five. The Empress is also a Taurus, and the um Hierophant is Taurus. So there's this like wedge in between two Earth signs of the Emperor, which is Aries card. So you have Aries within this card, you have um April here, and then you have another fire card, as well as a fire card over here, which would all be Aries energy. And I think Aries is what, from the first to like the 20th or so. I'm not good with like exact dates, so ignore me on that. But best energy I could say is there's a lot coming through. I'd say in April, maybe around um, late July, early August, another boost comes your way. This might start off in like March or April with that Ace of Pentacles, that newness. And then the Magician feels like a good change, because that is the fairy godmother. She changes Cinderella from, rags to riches. So you're moving forward. This is one step closer to your 10 of cups. You have that 10 of cups in the side. You're at 9. So you're working on yourself. You're getting yourself to a good place. Things are coming toward you. I feel like April, funny enough, is a big date for you. Or a big month for you. So I guess somebody else needs to start planning. But it looks really good. And I do like that there's a confidence boost that's coming through. Being in a nice, strong energy. We all want... Well, honestly, I think anybody, it doesn't really matter gender-wise. If you're in the Emperor, you're in the Empress. Either way, I feel like there is a good place for you to be in. So as long as you keep... Hello, Akansha. As long as you keep that, going for you, I think you just need to plan, keep your... How do I put this? Like, you need to sort of like write out all the things that... Yeah. You got to write out everything that you want. You have to put your hopes into it and say, this is where I'm going, Yes. Because I feel like you got it, and I feel like this year will bring a lot of good for you. And even if you're just looking at the Emperor as like a sign that says you're stronger than you think, that's one thing. It's like sometimes you don't realize your status until like you're past it, until you've accomplished it. So we have Mamash coming through next, of course, if she wants to. But that's what I was saying. If you come out as the Emperor or Empress, I never really see it as genders. I see it as more so like the way you express yourself. So if you like either one, it's just more so like, I think the Empress is a little calmer. How's the new year going for me? Okay, let's see. We get good vibes. Now I just realized I never picked up a card I dropped. Not in this deck though, so no worries. Good morning. I hope you're having a good start to your day. Ooh, you have the Lovers. Ace of Wands. The Lovers doesn't always mean love. It can mean a lot of different things. But sometimes I like to mess around and say it's a love interest. Oh, hi, Namira. Hope you're doing well. I will add you to the list in a second. Oh, the Magician's coming out again. Card. Well, it can be, though. That's always like a sign that something's coming in. Well, some people say it's slippery, meaning it can come in and it can't, but I feel like it's something that's making its way out. Like you are forced to look at it. Ooh, Queen of Cups. We got good energy on that. 10 of Coins. I like this. So the Lovers is usually a romance, but it used to, like in the past, years ago, like 1800s, 1700s or something, it used to solely be a choice card between two things. But I feel more so it's a card of like unlimited opportunities. Now, since it is the Ace of Wands, and we see sort of like, well, it's a paintbrush. It might be a calligraphy brush. It has like art to it, and I would say that's more expressing yourself. So big energy of just you being in a place where you really feel like there's no limits on you, where you feel much more like a part of yourself. Like you feel true to yourself. There's no restrictions. There's nothing that's like other people telling you how to feel, what you should think. You don't feel like majorly bothered by other people's energy. There's also a good balance of things. So if things have been a little hectic lately, like unpredictable, there's been like things that pop up and you're just like wanting things to calm down. That's where justice comes in, because it is a leveling. It's things that like counterweight the problem. So wherever there's an issue, it seems like there'll be something that's very calm, so you don't feel overwhelmed. You also get that in the Queen of Cups. It's another card that she's just very calm. She's got such a great energy. She's a very caring person. She like takes so much pride in the people that are around her. Um, the love that she expresses is like no other, but she's also a very like smart, reserved person who knows like who she knows who she is, but she's not going to be like, like super intense about it. She's very like content in herself, but she has this, I don't know why, but I've always felt like the the Queen of Cups has a lot going on, but she manages it so well. You wouldn't think she did. Like you would think that her life was a breeze, but she's very good at managing things. Now, family seems to be a big thing over like I want to say like the next 2 months. A family seems to come into play. It feels like just a lot of seeing people you care about. Maybe there's more meetups, there's more just reunion type events that are coming together for you. It feels like everything's just like time is really lining up for everyone. There might be a little trip, because the Knight of Wands can be a trip. You can be going to see somebody, but it feels like rather soon rather than something that's later. And this is also the 10 of coins that it stays with you, and it's a nice stable card to get you through the year. It's something that like you're surrounded by people you care about. There's a nice predictability to the year. There's that having fun, relaxing, taking in, your surroundings, but not really like allowing anything to set you back, not allowing anything to really make you feel frustrated. So I think you've got a good year coming through. The start seems really nice. Like there's just a brighter energy. And the Magician itself is also another card of balance. So if you feel, once again, like things just a bit all over the place and you're trying to get things to calm down, feels like um, that's the main energy, especially for the next couple of months. You might see it through like I want to say like June, that it's like super like nice for you. Just very warm, very inviting, very nice. Even like outings seem to be great, which is good because sometimes I get people and they're asking about a new year, and it's like we get a little hectic energy, but it feels like it's the opposite, because I feel like you probably had a very hectic year already. So getting out of the hectic into the calm. Oh, and remember everyone, next year adds up to 10, 2, 2, and 6 add up to 10, which is the end of a cycle because it rounds down to 1. It's the beginning of a cycle. So lots of new, like, surroundings, lots of new people, lots of new things that um haven't been present before, and it's a great time to get rid of like anything that has just been trailing around you, anything that's just frustrating you. It's a good time to just eliminate. We have Sweet Patriot next. Oh, but I sent you all good vibes. I keep forgetting to say that. All the good vibes, all the well wishes, all the positives. My watch keeps buzzing. I know Sweet Patriot is here, so I give a time to post comment. The kitty outside. Maybe that's all I knew. Thank you so much. Exciting times ahead. Of course, all the positives, all the goodness, all the good energies. Okay, we'll see. Let's see. If any of my new cards, or my return cards come out, I'll tell you. If any of my new cards come out, I'll tell you. And that's normally how I figure out what's coming through. Okay, we have the Hierophant. We have Three of Wands. I'm not getting returns so far, and we're this is one of my new cards. The Chariot is always a new to me, at least. We have the Ace of Wands, Two of Wands. We have the World. Definitely somebody new. We have the Ten of Cups. Hello, Gemini. I will add you to the list in a second. It feels like a brand new person. I'm not getting it. If I get a sword, 100% brand new. But I'm just feeling like it's a newer person. Okay, so we have the Hierophant, Three of Wands, the Chariot, the Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, the World, as well as the Ten of Cups. So Ten of Cups does indicate somebody really great coming through. Why is this crooked? Somebody really great coming through. This is a card that normally would indicate like somebody long term, somebody that you can, have the rest of your life with. But for me, I always say it's your Ten of Cups. It's what you want out of a relationship. It's who you want to be with, what you're hoping for in a relationship, not necessarily what everybody else wants, in the future. So put your own dreams into that Ten of Cups, and that's what's coming through. Since I don't have any return cards, like I said, it feels like a new person. Normally, I get like an exact timeline if there's a lot of major arcana, but I'm not, and I'll say why. There's a fire card between an earth and a water, which would be the opposite order they go in, because you look at water, a fire, or earth. So Pisces, Aries, Taurus. You are starting off in Taurus, so it could be late April, early May that this person comes through. There is that fire energy at the bottom that might indicate it's overlapping with Aries season. There's some fire energy over here, but we can go from May to late June, because that would be into like a Cancer-ish season. But I'll tell you about the person. So this person seems to be very dedicated. They might be working two jobs, and one I think it's like their main job, their second job. I feel it's like something that they're trying to get started. It can be their own business. It can be somebody else that they're helping with, but it feels like there's two things that are going on right now. Um, both things that they're dedicated to, and it's good. It's not anything in a negative way. We see it as actually very beneficial long term. It's because the Ace of Wands is there, that does have more of like a personal touch to it. So I really do feel like it's their own sort of business they're starting or launching something, trying to go into something that's more independent. Can also be just, going back to school and getting a higher degree or something. Their arrival seems to be quite noticeable. Something that stands out because the chariot here is something that's moves in, and you definitely see it. Like, you can't ignore the chariot when it comes into the picture. They're a very calm person. I don't There's not a lot of like swords or anything here, so it's not anything that would indicate a lot of talking. So they might not be one that like prefers to talk. It doesn't mean that they won't be good at talking, or that sorry, that they won't be like actually having a conversation with you. It just means that they're a little on the quiet side. They come about when you feel like something is complete. And this would be something that's ending, but on a positive note, um it's ending. Like, you're getting rid of one cycle so that you can embrace a new one. That's normally what the world would represent when you're seeing a new year, a new person. It's like cutting off any attachments to the old so that you can fully embrace the new. So it is a good card in this situation. Because I can talk more. Well, that's good. You find somebody that is just more receptive. Um, Somebody who is complimenting you, but it's got a nice energy. I like that this person is coming through in the world as like more of a fire energy, but also in the Ten of Cups as a cup energy, because you have the best of both cards or both signs. Somebody who puts on a lot of energy, a lot of effort into this, but also has that romantic side. So even though we don't have the talker, it's a good thing. We have somebody who is very like responsive in a relationship. Anything I'd say, like, they stand out. They seem to be on the taller side. They might have like either tanner skin, darker skin, because we're seeing some different tones going on. Their hair seems to be light though, or like brighter. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Or if they just have like super pretty coloring. Um, you might meet near water because there's a lot of water going on in all the cards. One, two, three, five, six, six. I'm not sure about this one, but all the other cards have water in it. So that feels to be how or where you'll meet. They might come to help you. Like, you might need somebody to help you out, and they're like, I volunteer, and that's how they come into your life. Sounds like what I need calm. That sounds good. I like it. I'm feeling like a King of Pentacles energy there, which is like somebody that's really reliable, somebody who's very calm. But I send you a good vibe. So, new year, new you, positives. Well, wishes, enthusiasm. I needed to add Gemini to the list. That's who it was. Okay, we have Yusra next. So Yusra, if you have your question ready, feel free to post. Do you take that kind of question? Positive vibes to you too. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Why do I always end up in third parties? Well, I'll take it because you're not asking directly about a third party or, you know, a person in general. So I'll take it. And we'll see what's going on. We could say that you're just very nice and a bunch of jerks pop in, or you're in the wrong area and need to move. Knight of Coins. Six of Coins. Six of Cups. Judgment. Ace of Swords. Five of Coins. Four of Wands. Well, we have a sort of an answer here. I feel like these people come toward you, um, almost like they promise all the things that you hope for. You know, they say all the right things, they have the right plans in your head, but I feel like they aren't necessarily telling the truth. And it isn't until you get like close to them that you find out what's really going on. And it sucks because you have what presents as forever turned into something that's like you're left out in the cold. Give me false hope. Yeah. And that sucks because I do feel like it's not, I don't feel like you're doing it intentionally. I don't think you're going out seeking these people. I think these people are almost being drawn to you. The guy who's supposed to be my destined partner playing. Oh. Yeah. I think it's just these people that are drawn to you. And you know, it's interesting the way that the two cards come in through the night. Why is it not focused on? They come in and you present very kind. You have a very there it goes, a very nice sort of like demeanor about you. And I feel like these people see that and think like, oh, that's something that, you know, I can be with, that's something that I can have. But they don't realize that, you know, they're promising emptiness to you, and that, you know, that sucks on your side. But it does feel like the right person is coming through. I want to say like halfway through this year, because we go from despair to happiness, and we sort of have a decrease because we go from 6 to 5 to 4. And there's also a swap in energy from Six of Coins to Six of Cups. So just feels like these people, I don't honestly think that they're like they just don't seem to care. Like they're not feeling any repercussions. They're not thinking like, or like anything's wrong. They're just sort of going with it and not worrying about it, because I feel like they are like giving off some immature energy that obviously does suck, but it feels like that immaturity prevents them from knowing what they are truly doing. But you do have somebody great coming through with that Four of Wands. Yeah. But that can always also be a moment to learn, because sometimes it indicates like sucky, sucky life lessons of like knowing who to trust, who to not trust, you know, who to ignore, who is actually right for you, and what actions to be on the lookout for. You know, what you know is true, rather than anything that might present itself as true when in reality it's, you know, just somebody being fake. You have Six of Cups, you have Four of Wands. That's marriage in the Four of Wands. That's soulmate intended in the Six of Cups. Hello, Shivali. I will add you to the list in a second. Welcome in. Should use my yeah. And what this talking phase and BS is used to keep options open. Yeah. That's why you gotta make sure Pisces moon. So you're a little on the you got that emotion in you. But sometimes, like I said, sometimes you think like worst case scenario, but it's only to teach you to be patient, to know when the right one's there, and not just to be like, oh, you seem true, you seem kind. Just say like, I need to learn a little more about you. People are just talking for like 2 years. I know. Like that girl on TikTok that was like, I'm proposing to my boyfriend after 14 years and 2 kids. That was awful. I was like, I tend to see people through my emotions. Yeah. You got the rose colored glasses on. But, take your time. Be more judgy. I know that's not the right advice to give, but be more judgy. Yeah. Exactly. Because if you feel like you just, ow, like you'll never find one, then you sort of block yourself off from people. Okay, so we have Akansha with, will I get a job before my marriage? Well, when is your marriage? I'm not just joking. I feel like there's good things in your future. I feel like you just need to, learn from what life gives you and say something good is still out there. 7 of Swords. I don't really care for 7 of Swords. We have Ace of Coins. The Chariot. We have Knight of Wands. So for you, Hansha, when it comes to the job, I do feel like you'll get one. It might, for me, this might not actually happen. It might just be a possibility. Might feel like the right one comes along, but then it's taken away from you. Like it doesn't come through for you, or like it's given to somebody else. Something happens to where there's a disruption. But it doesn't seem to be a permanent issue. It either seems like they have another job to offer you, or it just wasn't meant for you and the right one, comes immediately after. So I wouldn't necessarily be too concerned if it plays out that way. If it doesn't, though, we have very good chance because we have the Ace of Coins, and that is the start, normally the start of a new job. It's a lot of energy that's being taken within that Knight of Wands, so you're putting your energy towards something. It has a quick arrival too, because you have, of course, the Chariot. So I'm going to say high probability you will. If there's that little hiccup, don't worry too much about it, because it just seems to be not the right opportunity for you. But you have a quick energy here, and something that's definitely not delayed. And you have 2 aces, so it's good luck on your side. Good luck for this job. Good luck for what's coming through for you. I know you're looking for something that really like respects you, something that matches you well, something that is right up your alley, and I just feel like that's what's coming. We have 7 of Cups, which is the choice is yours. You look out for 7s. Might be 7 weeks. It might be the 7th. But be on the lookout. I'll send you good vibes. Will the beginning of 2026 start for me? Then 2025. So much things are coming out. I want more peaceful than 2025. Well, I hope so. I'm gonna put out all the good energies I can for yes. Okay, we have strength. We have the Four of Coins, Four of Pentacles. We have Ace of Swords. Queen of Coins. We have the Hermit. Page of Cups. Lots of cards want to fly out today. Three of Cups. Okay, so good news for you, Namira. It does seem to calm down. It looks like it's a good start for you. I say that because strength is coming out, and strength is like a lot of effort. So it does feel like you did a lot, especially over like the last 3-4 months. It was just a lot of just almost like fighting, trying to figure things out, trying to calm things down, and you got to this point where you just like self isolated, tried to break away from all that negative energy, all the people that were causing conflict, everything that was just like creating a whole bunch of issues for you. And by doing that, you get this better momentum as the new year starts. The Four of Coins might be a weird place to be, but in this card in particular, because it's sort of protected, I do feel like there's a stronger energy around you that's just keeping you, in a calmer space, something that's just more predictable for you. And I feel like that's like over the first 4 to 5 months of the year, especially with Queen of Coins, because that would go into May. So all this like self isolation, it's putting you in this better energy of the Queen of Coins. One of my favorite energies to be in, because she's very sure of herself. She's very confident, but she has like a sort of like a let it go. While the Queen of Cups has a go with the flow, the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Coins, she has a let it go and let it, let it take its course. She wants control over it, but she knows that sometimes she has to like hand it off to a higher power and say, you take it from here. So you feel good, you're moving forward with a great energy, and you have a strong sense of self. You might also have some other people that you're just like, as you progress, through the first couple of months, you're like, this person's negative, I don't need that. And rather than being like just cutting them off, I think you have the confidence to say you're causing issues, to that person, to say it's time to maybe rethink your behavior, to rethink the way that you act. So it's a good place, especially because I feel like you do it from a very respectful place, not one that makes you feel like you're being yelled at, right? So it's a good place to be in. And I think all those people that you got rid of that were just being, frustrating to you, all those people that created that weird energy around you, I feel like they're being replaced with people that um, you get along well with, that you have a very strong connection to, because the Three of Cups is a card of just people who are bonding, people who really understand each other, who can get together and just have nice conversations. Never like, let's talk about somebody. It's just like boosting each other up, building up that confidence. So you have a lot coming toward you when it comes to good things. There's a more confident energy. There's a very nice like a peaceful place for you to be in overall. It just feels very different from this past year. Especially like I don't see worry like you had last year, you know, or this past year. I don't feel that worry from like people. It doesn't seem to be coming through for you like in a toxic way. So all good for that. Especially those first like 5 months. It looks really good. But of course, I send you all the positives, all the good vibes. Keep you in my prayers. And I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic new year. And I think you did like a lot of good getting rid of those toxicities, you know? I think like overall, I forgot to add Shivali to the list. Overall, I think you're just really doing well. You know, I think you might underestimate yourself or you might think like you're not making the progress you want to, but I think you actually are doing really good for yourself. Especially like going to that person that was, you know, making noise to children and you having that calm conversation. That's where like who you are. You're not one to criticize or anything. You're just more so like about bringing peace. Will I be my future girlfriend who will help me move away from my toxic mom? Like, will I get a girlfriend before I move away from my mom? I want to be the one who helps me move away from my mom. Okay, I got you. I have to say regarding this because I have no support anyone to tell about this, so I'm curious. We'll see. Hopefully, we get some supports in. We get some good energy cards in hopes that this comes through for you. We have Queen of Coins. Definitely somebody strong. We have the Emperor. So Emperor doesn't always mean male, doesn't always mean masculine. It can just be a stronger energy. We do see you getting away from this. Four of Swords is frustration. Ooh, Five of Swords. Got some swords going on. Don't really care for that many swords. But it's okay. It's okay. Ooh, Two of Cups. Ooh, the Empress. You got a couple. You got top tier, high level couple with the Emperor and the Empress, which is really good because that does align with somebody coming through, a girlfriend to come and help you out. It feels like double that energy because Two of Cups is also coming through as like the intended person, the right person for you. It seems like it might not be like super soon though. It might take a little while. I mean, that'd be like you find this person, you get to know them, and then you're able to move. So, um, their arrival seems sooner than expected. I'd say over the next couple months. You do have what is it? April, May overlap here. Might not be that far off. But I do think the person is coming through. Seems like um I don't know, I like the overall energy. This can also be this person's parents. I'm not sure if they're also coming in as a help or just popping in like side energy from them. But it does seem like at least this future girlfriend as well as possibly their parents help you out of this toxic situation and your removal from that parent because we go Four of Swords, Five of Swords into an escape. Yeah. Yes, the person got a warning from the landlord because other neighbor complained, but I talked to her and that's more peaceful to do. Yes. See, because I think like that way is much better to approach somebody with rather than, you know, being in a frustrating position. Wishes come true life. Oh, you too, sweet patriot. Thank you. Thank you. Good energy for the rest of the week as well as New Year. But yeah, I do feel like it's her parents in there as well. And she does give Queen of Coins because that's somebody who is very supportive. It's a good person to have come in. Actually, she has like she's caring. She might not be very talkative. It might not be like super lovey-dovey, but the way that they present themselves to you, the way that they act around you is more so how they express themselves. So, um yes, I do see within 2026. It doesn't seem like it's way far out. I don't think it's like 5 years. I think it's relatively soon. Definitely coming this year. Just, you know, don't jump on anybody who comes. I think just look for somebody who really matches you well, who has a very caring personality. Um, they seem to be very strong-minded when they speak, but I don't feel like they are like starting up conversations. So I'm glad they will be supportive of us to help. You know, it seems good. If it was otherwise, we'd be getting some weird negative cards, but we're not. We're getting good cards. Always happy for the good cards. We have Shivali next, but you already posted, so I send you good vibes. Well, update when that happens. Okay, you keep me in the loop. I don't know why, but I always bust up with keep me in the loop. Okay, so we have will I be lucky in love this time? Let's hope for the best. Hope for clarity on this one. Hope for good vibes. Okay. Let's go. We have 4 of Cups. We're looking good. We have Ace of Cups. Very good. We have Strength. Also good. Death. We're not going to worry about. King of Cups. Good. The Lovers. Good. Anybody else want to pop out? Who are you? 8 of Wands. Okay. I feel like for you, Shivali, it's a good sign that's coming through because death is signifying the end to, being all over the place. Um, Unlucky love and the beginning of something good. So rather than being like ignored, forgotten, um, discarded, there's another word I'm looking for. I can't think of. Just overall like treated poorly. You see someone who comes through and gives you all the attention, all the connection that you can hope for. There's also King of Cups. And King of Cups is like the most loving king, the one that's like most expressive, the one that really puts their heart on their sleeve. They're the ones that like 100% that they are interested, that they care about you, that like you're the only one for them, as well as the lovers. So I think for you, Shivali, 100%, it looks good. Well, maybe 99%. I don't like to go 100% because, you know, higher up powers can say that's a lie. But I'd say yes. It looks very good for you. Might be a lot of work, might be you trusting them, because the Eight of Wands can be a card of just like learning how to open up. It can be handling a lot of things at once and not knowing exactly what to do about it. But since you have all these other cards that seem really positive, really good, like things are gonna work out, I say yes. In a broken marriage. Oh, yeah. Well, I think with death coming out as the end to something, that's probably signifying the broken part. But it's a part of the past, so it won't be seen in your future. But I send you good vibes, well wishes, all the positive. Hope that this person comes through for you in all the ways you hope for. That they respond to you, that they connect with you, that you know that they're with you, they're dedicated, all the goods. I know it can be difficult, especially with the people that have come in here. I've seen some sad connections, but it might be different. Well, I'm gonna say it definitely will be different for you. So all the good vibes, all the happies, all the like New Year yays. I think we're at the end of the list. If you are here, oh wait, Nibadita, huh? If you are here and you're waiting for the countdown, like the video and then remove your like. And don't do it, the fluffers. Okay. I will change the settings quickly to 1 minute duration. And that way, cooldown is quicker. Yeah, 1 minute. I know it's terrifying. The last time I had it completely open, it was a moment. It was a moment. Like, we don't talk about that moment. Dang it, now I'm gonna use that one all the time because I will never be able to unsee that. Oh wait, it is called elbow cough. Oh my god, wait. It is. Okay. It was part of the COVID ones. We have learned something new. Yes, they're dabs, of course. Yes, 100%. They are dabs, everyone. They are dabs. Let's continue with that story. Express my heartfelt gratitude. Oh, poor. Well, thank you for that. I send you off with all the positives. Okay, if you're waiting and it still hasn't allowed you to chat, you can refresh it and it will go through. Something like that. I don't know. I'm not magic. Thank you for being in my mess. Oh, well, thank you for being here. My pleasure. I thank you. Finger hearts. Those hearts. Those hearts. Um, those hearts. Okay, 3 minutes. And we're good. Last stream of the year. It was fun. Accidental face. Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. You will never see my face. Ever. Like IRL. No face reveal. I'm a mystery. I have no profile picture of me. That's what somebody random I found on the internet. So mash out of dang. He's flushing eggs left and right. Good, good. Did you say goodbye to it? Did you say get out of my house? I don't think I've ever said anything like that actually when I was flushing at Eggies. I had to flush it and say bye-bye. Oh, sassy flush. I like that sassy. Hello, Kylie. Welcome in. Welcome in. You can post your question whenever you're ready. I'm gonna have to start sassy flushing. I'll be like, peace out, egg, snap, snap, and then flush. Revise the video. On tour on the connection with Tim. Any advice? Let's get some good vibes. Let's see. Yes, I think Eggie said goodbye to the bacteria and flushed. I don't know, I didn't dramatically film. I should have dramatically filmed the flushing. Although you gotta be sort of careful when you pour it in the toilet because it'll do that weird splashback and it gets all gross. Okay, we have the Hierophant. We have Temperance. Those are two cards of like introspection. So this is a time right now for you to focus on you. And sometimes it's not necessarily like um do the shadow work, do the hard stuff where you figure out your flaws. Sometimes it's more so like deciding what you want and knowing that you like deserve those things and being willing to search for somebody who gives as much as you give. So sometimes it's not solely about that shadow work. You have the Emperor, you have the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, as well as the Empress. You do have a couple, that's good. You're coming out as the Emperor and the Empress. That's a great place to be because they're like power couple. The Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups together have um be careful when you're picking and choosing. So one thing is like if there are things that irritate you, if there are things that are like bother you that pop up, think about like the severity of the issue, like how much it bothers you, like with what urgency it needs to be fixed. Because Seven of Cups has a great like genie, like in a bottle, you get what you hope for, but same time it has the genie in a bottle of like there's always a trick, so be careful what you wish for because it can turn into a little more frustration or a little bit like harder work. I do feel like it's a good it will be a good thing to like work on that communication, not just like talking, not just talking, just like understanding the other person, having more patience, allow this person to come toward you rather than going toward them, because we have a lot of like sort of like stationary cards, a lot of cards that are stuck or not planning on moving anytime soon. But allow this person to sort of like make that progress, decide how they can interact with you rather than you being the one to just sort of start things, be the is initiator a word? I feel like it might be, but my brain is like it's not. But let them initiate in a good way. But I do feel like I said, the biggest thing you can do is think about what you're hoping for in a relationship so that it will be successful and that there won't be any like frustration, there won't be any misunderstandings. That way everything will be out there and will be on good terms. Chasing him. Stop. Oh, that's good. Don't chase. Do not chase. The more you chase, the more they, or the further they get away from you. So be like, you're chasing me, like you're putting in the effort because obviously you're putting in a lot of effort and someone needs to put in effort toward you. And that's probably why those cards are coming out as like, put yourself first. It's not bad. Know your worth. Don't be afraid to want, to put that out there. So stop, stay still, allow them to come to you. Because you're presenting yourself like you're in a lot of good ways. You're showing up as like the Empress, Queen of Cups, Hierophant, Temperance. They're all really good cards to be in the energy of. But, to be the Empress, you also have to look for the Emperor. You can't get a king. So allow them to come to you. Telling yourself that you are worth the effort. Be strong. And I send you all the good vibes, all the well wishes, all the positives, all the happy New Year's. All the super great things are coming your way. Just be on the lookout. Remember, on the lookout. Know that something good is there on the horizon. Yes, you are. You are worth it. Remind yourself that daily. Say these people, if they don't think I'm worth it, then they're not worth my time. And then you attract the really great people. You can't be too conceited, but you can be conceited enough. Conceited enough. But we're good. I don't think Data or Cynthia are gonna pop in. So I think I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna tell you all to have a fantastic New Year. I will be streaming same place, same time. The 3rd and the 4th Pacific time. But then I should be gone. Not sure. Depends on what's going on. But I don't know. I'll just take a break or something. But I wish you all the best. Let me make sure nobody's waiting. Let me turn off. Okay. Nobody's waiting. Nobody is waiting, right? Let's see. Any duration. Oh, hello. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Feel free to post your question whenever you're ready. Yes, feel free. You can post whenever you're ready, Jazz. Since there's nobody ahead of you. List is empty. May I get guidance from the universe from my work? It's been 3 months since I joined a teaching job. Okay, let's see. We have the Empress, the 3 of Coins. Since I joined that new find my way around that place. Queen of Coins. We have Seven of Cups. We have King of Cups. Eight of Coins. I feel like there's a lot of nice people around you. There might be two women that are coming through. One probably around your age, one that's a little older than you. They seem like ones that will be really helpful, really kind to you, really supportive, and they feel like they have a lot of knowledge on, the workplace. They know how things run, and I feel like they can answer a lot of questions. It looks good overall. You do have justice with things settling down, you falling into place. The Eight of Coins is not being as, like, like feeling like a newbie out of your own realm. So it's settling in. You also have Three of Coins, Queen of Coins, and the Empress, and they're all earth cards, which are very great because they're grounded cards. They're not like you don't feel a lot of chaos from those cards at all. So they're very good for you to have. I get along well with people. To me, I ask them for suggestions regarding work. Well, that's good because it seems like these people are very um responsive. It seems like very nice people. I feel like they're the type that are like good to have around, not the type that would push you away. But they're all good, stable cards across the top. When it does come to finances, you have some great cards because you have that Queen of Coins. She's very successful. She has a good amount of money. She has a great income. Um, she is saving, but she's living her life. Oh, hi. Oh, my voice broke. Hi, Grumbeat. How you been? Hope you've been good. Hope the year's been treating you well. I think a good amount of financial stability is coming through for you over the next couple months, Jazz. And I think you have like a good work energy. So lots of good things coming your way as long as you continue to do that, like continue to work hard. So very good energies for you. I think there might be one person in particular, might be somebody who is male that has like a very good vibe to him. I felt like he's super, super helpful for you. But looks very good. I send you all the positives, all the good vibes. Queen of Coins is most successful. So couple months, and I think that stability will come your way, and you'll be able to support yourself, not rely on anybody else. I am doing good. Actually, like much better than I was. So yes, all good. It is cold. It is rainy. Of course. Oh, hi, Arpita. How you been? I've been good. I've been good. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Would you like to be added to the list, Grumpy Arpita? Merry Christmas and happy. Oh, same to you. All the prospering. Hope everything's been going well for you. Hope life is treating you all super great, super positive. I've been on a roller coaster ride this year, but I'm doing fine. Well, I hope it was exciting. More of the good kind of roller coaster than the bad kind. it's good to see both of you before the year ends. You know, always sending out the positives. Always, whenever I think about you, put out good energies. So whenever you're ready, Grumbeat, feel free to post your question. Thank you for dabbing. Oh, okay. Well, if you change your mind, tell me and I'll add you to the list. It's nice to see you. You seem to have such a brighter energy now, you know? You have such a, like, I know you always did, but I know, like, there was a lot of, like, self-reflection that you were doing that whole time. But now, feels like you're just glowing. And it's really great to see you that way. To see, like, you know, who you were meant to be finally surface. Oh, energy. I'm almost done this stuff. Is all thinking about me or no energy flowing? Just checking in. Okay, let's see. We're gonna get some strong energy. Gonna get some good energy. Okay, we have Knight of Coins. We have Ace of Coins. So there's still a tie over with those cards. Meaning that it's still there, because those are normally long-term cards that don't, like, separate easily. So I do feel that there's still a connection. We have King of Wands, Nine of Cups. We have Three of Swords. Yeah, I think there's still a connection there. Those are two cards of sort of like reminiscing, thinking about things that could have been, should have been, but making decisions that sort of like cause issues, cause separation. And I feel like from the position of the Three of Swords in this card, feels like her regretting some of her actions, but at the same time, it's a card that sort of like needs space or needs time to fix things. You have the Two of Cups, definite connection within that card, you know, top level partnership, as well as the Hanged Man. So I'm still feeling that bond, even in the Nine of Cups. Normally that's not a romance in that, but we see it there that, you know, of course there are two people very, like, connected. It's a card of like the hope for one, or the one that you wish for, that you pray would come, but it might like take forever for their arrival. But I think it's almost coming off to me like a time of learning, reflection, rather than one of just you know, being in a moment, being separated and like calling it quits, or being alone and not thinking about you. I do feel like they are heavily, strongly thinking about you. It's more so how to act on it, how to respond to you. And if this person is feeling like regrets over the way that they treated you or the way that they responded to you, it might just be like getting over their own poor decision making, you know, or separating and not knowing how to admit, like, you know, wanting you back or wanting to fix things. But I still see it. So it is, as long as that's what you want, it's good news. You have one of my top level favorite cards for connection, which would be the Two of Cups, especially in this tarot deck. It knocks out the Six of Cups, because this one is like such a true strong connection that, you know, withstands time. It's such a beautiful story. She reached out early last week and decided to give her time. Let's see if she'll talk because I can't see something. Well, give it a try, see what happens, and see how it, you know, unveils itself. But I send you good positives, all the happies, all the hopefuls. Then things, sometimes it's just purely up to fate to decide when things happen and when things don't happen. So it might feel like a lifetime, and it can be a day. It's just up to the higher powers to decide what the best timing actually is. So maybe it's just a little later than expected. But I wish you happiness regardless. And with somebody else that has to come through, then I hope that they're the greatest person ever. It's just the magical and mighty. Well, thank you. I thank you. You have a good new year. You have all the celebrations, all the, like sparkles and shinies and everything that's all like good and fun. I remember last year I took a tough decision regarding career to first meet a new, my brighter person really helped me to get through things. Yeah, but I knew you had it in you all along. I just think that like there were some things that had to be um honestly, I think like you just had to know that you could do it. I think that was the things. Like once you realized that you were capable, then everything started falling into place. And you did. You did a great job. A lot of people come in here and say that they were working on themselves, and they weren't, like, at all. Very, very, like, almost like the opposite of working on themselves, like thinking that they're perfect. May all the stickers be free like this. All the stickers. Way too many stickers. It's a new year, a new stage, a lot of fun, a lot of opportunities. A good time to focus on what you hope for and let go of what, is lingering. Anything that might tie you down or hold you back. What's your plans for New Year Day? I'm just gonna stay home and relax. And on Noors, gotta open all the Noors. Open a door. Christmas was okay. It wasn't really celebrated because we had a lot going on. But I'm thinking next year Christmas will be better. Uh, and New Year's Day, I feel like you get normally we get like a little charcuterie set up and our favorite drinks or something and just relax. Open a door. It's the best. It's the best. Stop it. I know somebody who used to say charcuterie all the time, and it really bothered me because I would say charcuterie, like nonchalantly to try and encourage proper pronunciation, and they'd continue on. Oh, dressed as Batman? So I should go out, get some food, and dress as Batman. Holy Jesus. I know, I made the mistake, and now I do too. I should get some corn dogs though and like slice them up and make them look cute. Add them to my charcuterie board. It's called commitment, but also like only if it tastes good for like a month straight. Just a couple months back, but we're like for a month straight. I wanted corn dogs so bad, and I thought if I bought them, the want would go away. So I bought them, and the want did not go away. It just stayed there just as strong. So I kept buying corn dogs, and I felt like such a weirdo. Like, why am I so obsessed with corn dogs? Was hot dogs. Oh, oh my god! Just make them all adorable. Make all the foods adorable. We can make little dabbing hot dogs. Have a great night and rest. It's just the ultimate. I have to make breakfast. Thank you for your time again. Well, have a good breakfast. Have a good day. Have a good everything's. Always good to see you. Good to know you're alive. Thank you for popping in. I shall be ending the stream soon. It was a interesting year. Lots of all over the places, but yeah, good to see everybody is doing well. Yes. Mr. I'm wide awake because I slept all day. So, I guess I will be ending it here. We can wait a second, see if anybody pops in, says anything. Oh, you're tired. Sure. Sure. You could barely speak on the phone. That's a lie. Of course, Mashies. See you next time. Have a wonderful night and upcoming days. Oh, same to you. As always, same to you. It's always great seeing you, having your fun, bright, positive energy here. Same to Mashies. Always good. Chunkies. Always good. Nubmeister, always good. Grumbeat, always good. Anybody else? I wish you a fantastic, happy, wonderful new year. I will be here in like another week for the first stream of the new year. Cat in a box. Finger hearts. The last finger hearts of the year. Finger hearts. This heart. This heart. This heart. I feel like there's a heart I'm missing that I'm not thinking of. Oh, there's this heart. My heart. Ow. There's this, but it's upside down. So like everyone, if you're holding your phone, flip your phone upside down so that you can see the heart in its correct position. Oh, why are you posting a bandage on your heart? They're Australian hearts, everyone. That's the new one. They're Australian hearts from now on. Okay. Send you all the good vibes, all the well wishes, all the positive. If you need any prayers, anything, just some boost, I also send you those. You all be safe on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Don't touch fireworks. They're hot and they can burn. Bye. Bye.